Okay, we're going to look at this cross slide. This one is the metric one. Key seat is the new feature here. We do have tangent lines. This becomes quite a problem here to create this rib. This rib does exist on both sides. We do have some fillets. Key seat's actually pretty easy to construct. There would be a key that went in here and locked a shaft to that cylinder. So let's just get right to it. This part in the end does look taller than the image that you're looking at here. 68 to the center. We have two diameter circles. The inner is 16 and the outer is 23. We do have this key seat. It is 6 overall, but half of 6 is 3. And once I hit here, I'm going to come up 3 millimeters, come over 6, and then just drop straight back down. I can trim this out. I've created the key seat. I don't need any more of that information. All right, to get tangency, it wants to snap to the end. And then when I try to draw this, how do I know that this is 60 degrees and tangent at the same time? There's 62 degrees. And you're just going to try to keep guessing, okay, I'll start here, and all right, that's tangent, but it's 51 degrees. Here's a solution. 90 degrees of 60 is 150 degrees. So since I have my angle snaps on at 15 degree increments, if I come out at 150 degrees from the center, this is the point of tangency for a 60 degree angle. Okay, don't believe me, let's just check. This angle should be 60 degrees, and it is. And is it tangent? We'll take this line off for a second, and we'll look for that point of tangency. Oops. I want to take that all off. If I trace back over this, I'll get that tangent symbol to appear. So there you have it. Don't do this again. Just mirror this. But I'm going to do it again. So 30 degrees is the inverse. And I'll snap a 60 degree angle. And there are my 2 points of tangency. I have this rib that goes underneath the cylinder. It is, what, 10 millimeters wide. We'll just measure out both sides from the center. We'll go 5 millimeters on one side, and we'll go 5 on the other. And we'll get this rib that's 10 millimeters wide. Let's just ensure that before we go any further. It is. And we'll just drop this down. Okay. That pretty much takes care of the front view other than fillets. We do have a hidden line that will go underneath. Well, at least now I have the overall height where I can start setting up my orthographic projection, 45 degree angle line. I want to use that 40 millimeters in between. I do know that my overall length is 100. That should line up. It does. My overall width is 70. And we'll just bring this right back around. And we will ensure that our orthographic projection is set. It is. So we're ready to get going on these other views. All right, I'm going to go right to the right side. At 18 millimeters over, this part is symmetrical, by the way. We'll come in 18 millimeters. We will make a, what is it, a 60 degree angle. My snaps are already set up. And that happens, how far up? 12 millimeters up. Measure up 12. And we'll just create that dovetail on the bottom. Drag this back. Okay, we can mirror this to the other side now. or you can wait. But I'm going to mirror it right now. We'll keep it. So there's a line down the middle. We do have this rib of 10. We also have the cylinder that comes directly across. But the cylinder is 50 millimeters wide. Okay. So from the center out, that would be a distance of 10. So we're going to shrink this 10 millimeters. And we'll set this overall length to 50. All right. Bottom of the cylinder. Just close this off. So there is the cylinder. The rib that goes underneath. The rib that goes underneath is set back 2 millimeters in. So we're just going to make a little mark here and come in 2 millimeters. So this is that little undercut on the cylinder. It actually happens right here. There we go. So that is underneath the cylinder itself. So let's just clean that up. And we'll drag this back. Okay. So that is where that would fade out. Whoops. To the cylinder. All right. We have the rib that goes down the middle. It is 10 millimeters wide. I'm just going to measure over 5 because I will end up mirroring this to the other side. Well, this rib fades out up here at this point of tangency. There's my point of tangency. That rib is going to fade out right there. Okay. We might as well just mirror this now. Take all of this and we'll mirror it to the other side. Okay, this does get trimmed out. That does not go in behind there. Okay. Done mirroring for the most part. I do have a hidden line for the key seat. I have another hidden line for the key seat. And I have the bottom of the bore. All right, these are all hidden. Hidden too. We do have the center line for the bore, and we'll have a hidden line for that dovetail cut underneath. Might as well change all these line types at once. Hidden 2, center 2, and it does extend past the edge of the object. So these two views, other than fillets, are done. We'll come in here to the top view. We do have the cylinder. 10 millimeters in. And that width is what? 23. 50? 23. And 50, yes, this is symmetrical. You most certainly could mirror it. That rib does not happen until 2 millimeters in, and it is only 10 millimeters wide. So 48, 46. $10, 46, and we'll connect that back. That is the rib underneath that is holding this up. Before we change all this to hidden lines, we do want to create the angled ribs. We'll project up and over, or you could just measure the 10. And this is going to fade out to, I don't know where. Well, we do know where. It's the point of tangency. That is where that is going to stop. Okay. And where does the angle stop at? And that rib is 10 millimeters wide. All right, so we'll project this one over. So there is the rib coming up. It will also be hidden underneath. This is the underside of the part. Let's make this one mine. So everything underneath is going to be hidden. Or this is an object line to that point of tangency. All right. So far, so good. We can mirror this to the other side. I'm going to take it all. Oh, I don't have a line to mirror about. Let's make a line to mirror on. All right. We'll take all this, and we'll mirror it to the other side. Okay. We have the bore. The bore does go all the way through. That'll be a hidden line, and a center line just for the bore. All right, so center 2. Extend up past the edge of the object. Hidden, hidden. These aren't hidden too. And these aren't hidden too either. Okay. Now for the key seat. The key seat does go all the way across. And this line will be hidden as well. And hidden too. It does go all the way through the bore. Okay. Getting a little busy there on that cylinder. Next we have the dovetail cut. I would mirror this. That'll be hidden, and so will this one. Alright, these are both hidden too. And we will mirror both of these to the other side. That is not the line down the middle. There's a line down the middle. Okay. Let's just get this cleaned up until we go to the next section of this. So we have fillets. We'll put our center marks in. We'll dimension it.